What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So, I'm sitting here eating my ramen noodles, minding my business, right? And I'm sitting and I'm on Facebook and I see a link to Rick Ross and his crew getting jumped by some white dudes in Canada, right? I don't know if it's in Toronto or what. I clicked the link and I'm seeing these white dudes whooping on Rick Ross security or one of his homeboys, kicking them all in the face. They talking crazy. One of the dudes swung off Ross and connected. Ross swing back, I believe. I don't know if he swung back or he tried to, attempted to. Man, them white dudes was surrounding Ross's crew. And Ross' crew and them trying to get out of the situation. And one of the dudes get left behind. He started getting kicked and punched all in his face, all crazy. It's ridiculous. He stands up. He's wobbling over, can't barely walk. So I'm gonna say this too, because I didn't get to where this whole situation stemmed from. So Rick Ross is playing Not Like Us in Toronto. Again, I don't know if it's Toronto or somewhere in Canada. I'm not sure if it's Toronto, Canada, or somewhere else. He's playing Not Like Us. And so I guess the dudes got mad that he's playing this song is disrespecting the biggest artists to come out of their city, out of their country, whatever. And so they get mad. And so they feel like Ross on some like, oh, he trying to flex on us out here in Canada. So now they want to jump the crew. Another one of the Ross's crew members, I don't know if this is DJ Sam Sneak or not. I don't know if this Sam Sneak, but one of them is like unconscious in the video at some point, right? And it's ridiculous. But I want to say this though, man. I got a lot to say about it. First, Ross got to be a lot smarter than that. You know, yeah, trolling is all cool and fine and dandy, but you got to realize the predicament that you can put your people in with certain things that you do. That wasn't smart to do. That wasn't a way to keep your crew safe. You put them in danger by playing that song amongst the crew of people. Now, I know you probably thinking, oh, you know, ain't nobody finna do nothing. You can never act like nobody gonna do nothing nowhere, because there's wild, crazy individuals in every place you could go to. You know what I mean? You can't think ain't nobody gonna do nothing where you at, because you don't matter where you at, is wild, crazy people that's bound that could possibly do something no matter where you at. So if you gonna play that song, you gotta be war ready. You got to be prepared for whatever, like, you know what I mean? You got to be prepared that something may go down. And I don't think Ross was prepared for any type of backlash when he played that song. He probably just wanted to go, you know, viral and wanted to just, you know, poke fun at Drake with it or whatever. You just wanted to be trolling. But you got to be prepared for that. It's almost like when Suge was at the 95 Source Awards. And that, like, Bad Boy and them sitting all at the front. They in New York City at the Source Awards in Bad Boy backyard. And Suge is dissing Bad Boy Records, dissing Diddy and all of that. And that shit could have went left immediately. Like, stuff could have went up. People could have got hurt badly that night. And I remember Snoop saying he realized that night that was not the place he was supposed to be, because Suge put them, although, you know, Death Row changed his life and made him a star and all of that, right? The music, the production, that record label. Their life was put in danger. And Suge didn't give a damn about it. Like, he didn't give a fuck. He really antagonized them boys in their backyard where stuff could have went wrong. Now, they got out of there. But in this situation, Ross and them didn't get out of there unscathed. Like, one of his boys got beat badly. Another one, like, he was unconscious. Like, you know, you got to start when you a boss. You know what I mean? Because Ross say he the boss. You got to think about certain decisions and stuff you going to do. If you going to, first of all, don't do that. You know what I mean? It's very dangerous. I don't care how you feel like, oh, this dude ain't really beloved in his hometown. I don't care how sweet you think it is or how much you think a dude not loved in his hometown. It's somebody that might take objection to you playing a diss record to an artist in his hometown, and they might want to do something about it, right? So you got to be careful. For two, them white dudes are saying the N-word like a motherfucker. I'm talking about N-word flying. None of them was black. All of them saying the N-word, 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 N-word. And I'm not going to lie, when I heard that word, I'm like, yo, where is the Miami Goons at? Somebody got to knock these motherfuckers on like topsy-turvy. Knock them on the upside their motherfucking head. Because that N-word, that shit is ridiculous. Doing that while you hitting on some black dudes is wild to me. And I'm looking like, where is the Miami going? Where is the Haitians at? Where's the Zoes at? Where's they at with Ross? Because they, man, listen. I wanted one of them to get their teeth knocked out their mouth the way they was throwing that N-word out. And don't come on this fucking channel talking about, oh, you being a pansy, man. It's just a word. Because I'll slap the shit out of y'all, too. It ain't going to go like it did on that video with them either. So, I'm just letting you know. But anyway, that word, like I said, is being used to denigrate my people. You know what I mean? And denigrate my ancestors, my grandma, my granddaddy from rural South, from the rural South in Mississippi. So, and black people in general have been degraded with that word. You got these white dudes just throwing that shit out like it's just like that shit rolls off their tongue in their everyday life. And I'm like, Drake, like, get your motherfucking cousins. Cause hey, this shit out of line. I know them your cousins on your mama's side. Get your motherfucking people. Cause wow, that shit is crazy. The way they letting that roll off their tongue, the N-word was flying out their mouth effortlessly while they tried to beating on the dude in Rick Ross' crew. I say, hell no, bro. I swear I'm looking like, where the fuck, bro, where is your help at, Ross? Where's your dudes at? Cause that shit was out of pocket, out of order, ridiculous. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, they throwing this N-word around crazy. Somebody got to come knock these motherfuckers out immediately. But anyway, what's crazy is this could get even like crazier, messier. You know what I mean? Because now you're going to have some individuals in Florida who are going to look at that and say, oh, so y'all attack Ross? Drake better not come down here. Drake better not. I think Drake got a house in Miami and stuff, right? He going to say, oh, I don't know if he do it. I think he do. They gonna be like, yo, if we see Drake out here by himself, you're gonna have some people that's gonna be looking at that situation, pissed off, some Floridians, gonna look at that whole situation and say, okay, you trying to make it uncomfortable for Ross and MMG to be out there. Now, granted, Ross played the song, which antagonized the people, right? But them Floridians ain't gonna care about that. They're gonna say, okay, you want to make it an uncomfortable situation for Ross? Let's see how uncomfortable it get for Drake. And then it get worse and it gets crazy. And see, this is a part of the battle where shit gets hazy, where violence gets involved and you get to a point of no return. And when that shit happens, shit go up. I mean, it gets like smoke get crazy. And you gonna have some dudes that's gonna be like, yo, like we ain't going for that down here. And they gonna have some dudes probably trying to press Drake in Florida. Now, Drake got a lot of security, so you're not going to be playing that. Drake got a lot of people that going, you know what I mean, that's going to keep that shit away from him. But you're going to have some people probably trying to push that line on him. And I don't condone it. I don't co-sign that shit. I'm not for it, you know what I mean, at all. But I'm just telling you, this is how this cycle start. See, you know, I ain't never think that, well, Kendrick and I never thought Kendrick and Drake was going to get physical, but shit, it might now, especially not because of the Ross situation, but because of how Kendrick was like, you know what I mean, dumping on Drake heavily, right? Pause. But, you know, Ross and Drake, I never thought like, I don't know, this ain't Drake, this not Drake crew, so this ain't Drake crew. I'm being silly when I say this Drake cousins. I'm saying it because there's some white dudes saying the N-word, right? But this ain't Drake crew. But now this shit getting a little crazy. Because now you're going to see some people probably looking at that, looking like, oh no, we're going to make it uncomfortable for Drake to come to the city, you know? And it gets crazy and it get reckless. But Ross got to make better decisions when you're the leader of a crew. Please don't put your people in harm's way just for the sake of trolling. Because it might be somebody that might be willing to take you up on that trolling offer. Peace.